Welcome PAC students to the subject Business Management and Behavioral Studies. In this video, we shall discuss a subtopic of management concepts, that is the business environment. Management concepts constitute 25% of ICAP syllabus grid. In this video, we shall cover the following topics of the business environment. Number 1. Ecological factors in the environment. And number 2. Competitive factors in the environment. Let's start on discussion with ecological factors, where we shall discuss 1. Impact of business on the physical environment. 2. Ways in which businesses might limit the impact on the environment. And 3. The benefits of economic sustainability to a range of stakeholders. Firstly, we shall discuss impact of business on the physical environment. The precise nature of the environmental impacts of a firm varies from industry to industry, but might be grouped into the following areas: use of resources that are non-renewable and renewable, the carbon footprint, that is carbon emission of a firm, pollution. Secondly, we shall discuss how businesses might limit the impact on the environment. Many large companies are actively committed to reducing their environmental impact. Possible methods include improved energy efficiency, investment in renewable energies, sourcing goods locally so as to reduce transport costs, investment in IT to make inventory control more effective and reduce wastage, investment in more efficient production technologies to reduce waste, and reducing packaging. Lastly, we shall discuss the benefits of economic sustainability to a range of stakeholders. A sustainable business is one that participates in environmentally friendly activities to ensure that all activities address environmental concerns while maintaining a profit. Following may be the benefits to stakeholders of economic sustainability. A business that takes sustainability seriously will enhance its chances of being able to continue its business at current or enhanced levels. Such a business will be looked on favorably by customers, and this might lead to increased sales and profits. Shareholders and employees will benefit from the continued success of the business. Suppliers benefit from the establishment of long-term, ethical trading agreements. Governments benefit as the green company will help the government meet its environmental obligations and provide tax revenue. The society will benefit from the provision of continued employment and environmental improvements.
Now we shall move forward to the competitive factors affecting the business environment. In competitive factors we shall discuss 1. Swot analysis. 2. Competitive strategy. 3. Achieving competitiveness. 4. Value chain analysis. And 5. The 5 forces model. First competitive factor to discuss is SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis is an analysis of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of a company. Strengths are internal strengths that come from the resources of the entity, for example patents on product. Weaknesses are internal weaknesses in the resources of the entity, for example high labor turnover. Opportunities are factors in the external environment that might be exploited, to the entity's strategic advantage. For example strong growth in total market demand. Threats are factors in the external environment that create an adverse risk for the entity's future prospects, for example a merger of two major competitors. Second factor to discuss is competitive strategy. The returns that a company is able to generate are subject to two fundamental influences. First is industry effectiveness, as different industries offer different opportunities for sustained profitability. Second factor is the competitive position within the industry, which refers to the advantages a firm may have over its competitors. There are many different approaches to achieving a competitive advantage, which may include cost leadership. A company with cost leadership in an industry is able to make and sell its goods at a lower cost than its competitors. Product differentiation. A company might compete by trying to give its products features that its competitors' products do not have and focus. This relates to whether the producer targets a mass market or a small part of a market. Our third factor to discuss is achieving competitiveness by adding value. Value relates to the benefits that a customer obtains from a product or service. Customers are willing to pay money to buy goods or services because of the benefits that they expect to receive from them. The price they are willing to pay puts a value on those benefits. More value would lead to higher price, which leads to profit. Next factor is value chain analysis. This is a technique used by Michael Porter, who pointed out that within a business, there is a primary value chain, and there are support activities called secondary value chain activities. Primary value chain refers to inbound logistics, operations, outbound logistics, marketing and sales, service. Most value is usually created in the primary value chain. Secondary value chain activities refers to support activities. Porter identified these as purchasing, technology development, human resources management, corporate infrastructure. Fifth and last ecological factor affecting the business environment is the 5 forces model. This is a model for analyzing competitiveness in an industry or market and refers to 5 factors that determine competitiveness. These are: 1. Threats from potential entrants. 2. Threats from substitute products or services. 3. The bargaining power of suppliers. 4. The bargaining power of customers. 5. Competitive rivalry within the industry or market. Let's discuss these factors one by one. Threat from potential entrants. Competitive forces are reduced when barriers to entry are high. High barriers to entry is created by 1. Economies of scale. 2. Capital investment requirement. 3. Access to distribution channels. 4. Know-how. 5. Switching costs. 6. Government regulation. Let's discuss the second force. Threat from substitute products. Competition within a market or industry will be higher when customers can switch fairly easily to buying alternative products or substitutes. Examples of substitutes include transport. For example, air and rail transport are substitutes. Food and drink products. For example, Coke and Pepsi are substitutes. Our third factor is bargaining power of suppliers. In some industries, the competitive position of a business might be affected by the bargaining strength of its major suppliers. When this occurs, suppliers might charge high prices to their business customers that these businesses are unable to pass on to their own customers. As a result, profitability in the industry is low. The fourth force is bargaining power of customers, which refer to when customers have considerable buying power. Porter suggested that buyers might be powerful in the following situations. If the volume of customer purchases is high relative to the size of the supplier. When products of rival suppliers are similar. When cost of switching from one supplier to another are low. The last factor to discuss is competitive rivalry. Porter suggested that competitor rivalry might be strong in any of the following circumstances. When the rival firms are of roughly the same size and economic strength. When there are many competitors in the industry or market. When there is slow growth in sales, so that firms are competing for a fixed amount of sales and customers. When products of rival firms are similar. That was all about ecological and competitive factors affecting the business environment. Thanks for watching and keep in touch for our next video.